welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie.the.cosmic.sailor, and today we are going to be getting messages from your pets. So I'm kind of going to leave this open-ended, depending on whether your pet's alive or not, or if they live with you or they don't. I'm really just going to leave it open-ended. The first thing we're going to look at is an energy check-in. So we're going to get the energy, the overall energy of your pet. That way you can know like if that's your pile and if it resonates with you. And then we're going to get into messages from your pet. So I'm super excited to do this reading today. We have 3 groups to choose from. The first group is going to be this deck of cards with this shell. The second deck is going to be this deck of cards with the black Kyanite. And then the third group is going to be this deck of cards with the Amethyst Tower. So feel free to pause the video and meditate on the groups. Whichever group you feel drawn to, that's most likely your pile. If you feel drawn to more than one group, that just means there's more than one message for you here today. And I will have the timestamps linked in the description box below. That way you can click straight to your group. And I will see you in your pile. Bye. Hello. If you chose pile number 1 with the shell, this is your reading. First off, I want to apologize if you can hear little like crunching noises in the back. One of my dogs is in the room with me while I'm recording and he's chewing on one of his toys. So, sorry if you can hear that. He's kind of going crazy over there. But the first thing that I was picking up with this pile, I feel like this pet, the energy of this pet is very active. They could be very like hyperactive, very playful type energy is coming through. Also, with you choosing the shell, I feel like your pet could really enjoy water. So maybe they enjoy like going to the lake or the river or just like playing in water and swimming. That kind of energy is here. But the first energy that I was picking up is very playful, very active. I feel like this could be a younger dog. Dog is very strong here. This could be a cat as well. But the energy is very playful, very hyper, so that's why I feel like they could be young. I feel like they have very high energy. And with dog coming through, I feel like this could be a very like high energy dog. So golden retriever is coming through, lab, Dalmatian, husky, Australian Shepherd, Australian cattle dog. Corgi is also coming through, very hyperactive. And if this is a cat, this is just an animal that really is very like playful and really just has this very like playful energy that's coming through. We're gonna go ahead and look at your cards and see the energy real quick. So we have tiger and fire. So this could definitely be a cat with this energy here as well. And it's interesting we have the element fire twice. So I feel like the message of this animal is very playful, very curious, very passionate is also coming through. They just have this very like hyper energy. And I'm just seeing like somebody like in a yard and their pet is just like running around them, or maybe if it's a cat, like you're sitting there and the cat is just like running around you. This feels like a very high energy animal. And also with the tiger here, I feel like this pet could be very connected to you. I feel like maybe you also have this very like high energy that you resonate with. Maybe you're a very active person and you enjoy like exercising, going on walks, going on runs, swimming, skating, biking. That kind of energy is here. So I feel like you two are very connected in this way. I feel like you're also very connected to this pet through your intuition almost. It's like, I feel like you and this pet could have a very like psychic connection. is something that's coming through. I feel like you just know like what your pet wants, and your pet knows what you want. So it's like if you, I'm getting like, I feel like this may not resonate for everybody, only a few people, but I feel like it's almost like you can read each other's minds. Really is the energy that's coming here with this moon on the third eye. I feel like it's like when your pet wants something, it almost like sends you a message telepathically, and you know, like, okay, now you want to go outside, or I know you're hungry now, or you really want to go to the lake today or the ocean, or something like this is coming through. Very interesting. Also, this pet, if you know, like when your pet was born, they could have been like a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. We have that here with the fire element. Or maybe you are a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and you have this in common with your pet. A lot of fire energy is here. I feel like this pet is very connected to you psychically, but I also feel like maybe just this like high energy could maybe be kind of out of control is kind of coming through. Like they just kind of are very hyper, and they just love to play and be crazy. And I'm just seeing like a pet with the zoomies as well. If you know what that means, it's just whenever they like run back and forth and are like spinning on the ground and just like going crazy. I feel like this pet has this energy about them. Very interesting that that's coming through. We just heard the ding for confirmation. So let's go ahead and get into messages. We're going to pull some oracle cards, and then we'll get into the tarot. Spirit guides of love and light, please connect me to the pet of pile number 1. Can we please get some messages from the pet of pile number 1? I feel like this pet gets really, really, really excited when you come home. And I feel like most pets do, but I feel like this pet is very like crazy whenever you come home. Like if you've been at work all day or you've been out with friends and you get home, I just keep hearing this pet say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And they love you so much. They're very excited to see you. I feel like they never get tired of you either. Like they could just always be playing with you. Can we please get some messages from the pet, pile number 1, please? What does the pet of pile number 1 want to say? Let's get one more card. Okay, so we have divination that came out. It says, embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. And this message, this like very outdoorsy message is coming through with this person sitting around the campfire. If you like to go camping, I feel like this pet really enjoys being outside with you and being in nature. And with the message of divination coming through, I do feel like you and this pet are very psychically connected. I feel like this could have been a pet that you had in a past life as well, that wanted to come through in this life because you are very connected. But just this like very outdoorsy theme is also coming through. And then we have wait for winter. It says, during the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. Messages from pile number 1's pet. With this message of winter, I'm getting the strong message of like the colder months. This pet could really, I feel like they just love the outside, the outdoors. If you live in an area that snows, this pet could really love it whenever it snows. But I feel like the message that's coming through is they just really love being outside. They love being in nature with you. And even though this pet's energy is coming through as very highly active and hyperactive and very kind of wild energy, I feel like they are very grounding for you. And I feel like you're very grounding for them. Whenever you're around, I feel like they may seem very hyper, but I feel like they have this very grounded energy where they do this. It's almost like they're really good at bringing you into the present moment, is something that's coming through. I feel like they themselves are very connected to nature, and so they enjoy when you can connect to nature together. We're going to get some more cards. Spirit guides of love and light. Can we please get messages from the pet of pile number 1? What does the pet of pile number 1 want to say to them? Okay, so we'll take all 3 of these. The first one that flipped out was Fox Spirit. So I am getting this I feel like it could be either a dog or a cat. I feel like maybe they have like fox-like features. Think on your feet. And then we have the Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. And the Dove Spirit, be at peace, be peace. So the 27th, the 20th, and the 21st could be significant. And I'm hearing that song, Just the Two of Us by Bill Withers. I feel like they really, really enjoy your company. They love being around you. And they're saying, just the two of us. We can make it if we try. So maybe, I am getting this message, maybe you two have gone through something together. Like I'm seeing specifically some kind of transition or transformation. I feel like this pet has been with you since then. Maybe there was like a move of some sort, or friends coming and going into your life, or maybe like a darker period in your life. I feel like this pet really was there for you, especially with this be peace and wait for winter. I feel like if you have struggled with depression or anxiety, I do feel like this pet is almost like an emotional support animal for you, and they understand this. And I'm seeing like if you are sad or something, I feel like this pet knows and comes to you and just wants you to be happy and just wants you to be at peace and just wants you to just relax and rest. It's interesting because with this Dolphin Spirit, it's kind of like I was picking that up. It's like they have this very grounded energy, but they also have this very like high vibe, high active energy as well. I feel like your pet really does enjoy spending time with you. And with Think on Your Feet, I feel like your pet just enjoys being in your presence. And it's so sweet. Like I feel like they don't really care much about what you have or what you've accomplished or anything. They just enjoy you. And they just enjoy spending time with you. Specifically in nature. But that doesn't have to resonate for everybody. They just enjoy spending time with you. They just enjoy being in your presence and being around you. They do have this very almost like, they have, I don't know if you're British or something, but cheeky is the word that's coming through. I feel like I never say that word, but they do. They have this very like cheeky energy where it's like I feel like they could almost be kind of antagonistic in ways where, again, that message of like running around in the yard, it's like you're standing there and you say like, come on, let's go inside, let's go. And they kind of come up to you a little bit and then they run away again. It's like this very like back and forth playful energy that they have. And I feel like they just want to play with you, really, is something that's coming through. They love it when you two play together. The game Catch and Chase or something like that is coming through. Whenever you're a kid and it's like you're playing on the playground and you just chase each other around, it's like they really enjoy this. They really enjoy just like chasing you and you chasing them in this like back and forth of like, can you catch me? I don't know. Type energy. Very cheeky is something that's coming through as well. So we're going to go ahead and pull your tarot cards. Spirit guides of love and light, please connect me to the pet of pile number 1. Can we please get messages from the pet of pile number 1, please? What would you like to say to pile number 1? Messages from the pet. Oh! Okay. So we have the Emperor with the deer mouse. And it says, structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. And then we have Prince of Autumn, Seahorse. It's important to make a detailed plan before starting any new endeavor. Once you have that plan in place, then you can take immediate action and get as much accomplished as possible. You know, I'm getting this feeling like they really view you, they have a very high regard for you, and they view you as almost like the king or queen of the land, and I almost see them as like a loyal servant to you. And they have such high regard for you, and they really do view you as like this person in charge. I feel like they trust you a lot, and they have a lot of faith that you know what you're doing. I feel like they're just very like loyal to you, and they'll follow you to the ends of the earth is almost something that they're saying. And I'm getting this very specific message. This may only resonate for a few of you, but it's like they kept saying apocalypse doggo. I'm just seeing like a pet with like all kinds of like gear and stuff on them, and it's like they're just like this like handy dandy, like I feel like if it ever came down to it, they'd always be there for you. And I feel like it's like the person who like hands them the tools. It's like they're coming through almost like as a trusted sidekick. It's interesting. And then the Prince of Autumn, at the top of it, it says trustworthy, dedicated, protective, and funny. And that's like that with that funny, I feel like they can be very funny. It's like they do a lot of things to like get a rise out of you almost, because they know that it'll like irritate you or you'll like be reactive to it. I'm seeing like somebody like saying like, oh, like you can't come over here, and then them just like doing it anyway because they think it'll make you laugh. I feel like they have this very goofy energy about them as well. But I feel like these words are very descriptive of them: trustworthy, dedicated, protective. I feel like they are very protective over you. And they do trust you a lot. And then the Six of Summer, this says, the love and care of children could become an important part of your life, or people from your childhood may return to it. Old memories can be healed, or possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revived. So with this card coming out, I'm getting two messages. Maybe you did adopt this animal or get this animal as a baby. So I feel like they could have been with you for a very long time. Or maybe you were a child and this is like a childhood pet. But I'm also getting with this Six of Cups, with the Six of Summer, the Six of Cups here, I feel like they view you as like their best friend in the whole wide world. They trust you. They will follow you to the ends of the earth. It's like you could do no wrong in their eyes. This is very pure energy. I love this energy that's coming through. It says old memories can be healed, or possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revived. And I feel like this pet really has been with you through a lot of things. I'm getting very emotional because I feel like it's like they've seen you at your worst and they've loved you through it, and they believe that you can conquer the world. Really is the message that's coming through. They have so much faith. They think they see you as this very like king energy. Like my owner is the best person in the world. My owner is an amazing person. My owner can achieve anything. I've seen them do it. I know they can. This very like loving energy is coming through. And it's making me emotional because they have just such this pure-hearted energy. You can do no wrong in their eyes. And we have the number 6 here on top of this tower, but also the Six of Cups. They're very, very connected to the energy of love, and they love you so much. So much. Beautiful, beautiful energy. They just want to see you happy. And they want to see you shine. And it's like, I feel like when you're around them, it's almost like they're coming through as like they're glowing. This could be a pet that passed on as well, with that energy of glowing. I feel like they are around you if you resonate with them being passed on. I feel like they have been with you and will continue to be with you throughout your life, whether they're here in the physical or not. Very, very beautiful energy. And maybe you resonate with being a male or more masculine energy. But with the seahorse coming through, it's like they really do like view you as like their parent. Like, that's my mom, that's my pops, that's my papa. Like they have so much respect for you. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. If you click that little notification bell down below, you will be notified whenever I upload new pick-a-card readings like this one. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye! Hello! If you chose pile number 2 with the black kyanite, this is your reading. We're going to first look at the energy of your pet. So if you picked the black kyanite, something that I was picking up and feeling with this pile, I feel like this could be more than one pet. 2 is specifically coming through. Maybe this is 2 different pets that are coming through. And then also the energy of fate was here. I feel like this is somebody who, it's almost like I'm seeing this could be like a dog or a pet or something that you adopted from a shelter. I feel like this pet had a life before yours and you had a life before it. I don't think that you had this pet when you were a child, but the energy of fate is here. So it's like you had to go through things, the pet had to go through certain things before both of you were in alignment to be in each other's lives. That's something that's coming through, but also 2 is very significant with this pile. So this could be 2 pets, or this could maybe be like you have pets that are like siblings, or mom and daughter, or something like this. Like 2 is very significant about this, and it's almost like if you resonate with that message of 2, it's like they're saying we are a pair, like we come together. And I'm getting that very strongly with this group. But I feel like this pet had a life before yours and experienced some things that may not have been very good is what's coming through. So maybe this pet has past traumas or had interactions with humans that weren't the best. But let's go ahead and look at your cards. So we have Scorpion, and we have the lunar eclipse change. So we have the number 7 or 43 that's coming through. That could be very significant. Also, Scorpio is coming through. If you know the birthday of this pet, they could resonate with being a Scorpio, or maybe you adopted this pet around Scorpio season is something that's coming through. I feel like this pet, this could also be a very like non-conventional pet, like a pet snake, a pet tarantula, a pet fish, frog, rabbit, not like a conventional like dog or cat. It could be, but that energy is also here. But this very like, it's like spiky energy is here. Maybe the pet's name is Spike. That's something that's coming through. But also just this like, I feel like this pet really trusts you and really has this connection with you. I'm also getting this like psychic connection as well with this lunar eclipse, this moon energy here. But I feel like this pet may not trust a lot of people. And that's kind of what I was picking up with this, like, I feel like they could have had trauma or experienced some negative things with humans before you. And so they have this kind of like rough around the edge type energy with them. About them. I feel like they're very kind to you and they're very caring with you, but I feel like they have certain quirks or things about their personality that you know an animal who experienced trauma would have. I feel like you're very understanding about this, and so this pet is more open to you than to other people. It's like they're saying you saved my life. So that's a very strong message that's coming through. I feel like you could have adopted this pet, or maybe you found this pet on the street, or you took this pet into your home when they're saying like the world turned its back on me. So I feel like this pet was at a very dark point in their life when they came into your life, and maybe you don't know this about them, maybe you do, maybe you know like about like where they were when you found them or how they looked when you found them. I'm also getting this very like scared type energy that's coming through. Before you had them, I feel like they're very open to you. I feel like they love you and they connect with you and they're very trustworthy of you. But I feel like they could be very distant when it comes to other people, is the energy that's coming through. But like I was saying, they really do love you and they really do believe that you are, they're saying you're one of the good ones. So they, I feel like, could have had a lot of trauma experienced in their early life, but they really view you as somebody who is almost like a hero in a sense. And they're also saying you changed my life. So, and that's kind of what I was getting with this like fate type energy. It's like I'm seeing, especially with this crystal, how it goes straight forward and then it has this like interjecting point. It's like their life was on a certain trajectory, on a certain path, and you kind of like stepped in the picture, and I feel like you could have literally saved this pet from something that they were going through. And it's like you brought them into your home and you started caring for them, and they have a very high regard for you in this matter. Very interesting. We're going to go ahead and get messages from this pet and see what this pet has to say to you if that resonated. I feel like this could be like a rescue pet for sure. Animal shelter is coming through strong, or like a stray, or like a street dog or something. I feel like their life has been very easy with you and they really love this about you, how they can just kind of let go and just kind of relax and not feel judged by you is something that's coming through. I feel like this group could have a lot of pets is also something that's coming through. And I was getting that message with 2 pets, but I feel like you could have 2 or more pets. I feel like you have a lot of animals around you. Let's see. Spirit guides of love and light, please connect me to the pet of pile number 2. I'm specifically getting like a black pet. Maybe your animal is black in color. I'm also getting this very like regal type energy. I feel like they're very quiet. It's almost like I'm getting like the quiet brooding type. They just kind of sit and are very quiet and just kind of observe. Very observant. Very different energy from pile number 1. Can we please get a message from the pet of pile number 2, please? Can we please get a message from the pet? So we have precious time coming through. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time, being mindful not to waste others' time either. I feel like this pet really values your time is something that they're trying to bring through. And I feel like because of the past that they've experienced, they have this very like deep understanding about life, and that's why I was getting like this very like brooding type energy where they like know things. Like they know how people can be. They know that life is temporary, and they really care about you and your time. I feel like they love spending time with you. That's something that's coming through. I'm seeing this pet just, I feel like this could be the pet who just kind of like hangs out around you. I want to say, I feel like this pet could be older as well, but I feel like they're not coming through as very like hyper, if that makes sense. They're coming through as a very calm, serene, quiet type energy. Let's see. Oh, sorry about that. Let's get one more card from this deck. Can we please get a message from the pet of pile number 2? Can we please get a message? So we have Magical Gateway, and I just saw like the image of like a pet winking at you. I feel like they could wink at you a lot, and I feel like this is almost like the energy of them showing you that they love you, that they care for you. I feel like they show their love in very, it's not like very conventional, if that makes sense. Like you would think about like a dog or a pet showing you love is like jumping all over you and licking you a bunch and this kind of thing, and maybe they could do this, but I feel like they just want to like hang out in your energy field. This could definitely be a cat as well, but it's like I'm just seeing them just like sitting underneath your chair, and that's them showing you that they love you. Or like if you're sitting on the couch, them coming and sitting on your lap, and they may not be like overly like licking you or needing you or whatever, but they're just very just like calm and in your energy field. And then this says Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. The message that's coming through with this card, I feel like your pet chose you, is really what's coming through. I'm seeing like you could have maybe had dreams about this pet. I feel like they're very psychically in tune, especially with this Scorpio energy here. They're very connected to the unknown. They're very connected to spirit. But I feel like it's like almost like they chose you. And I'm seeing like a dog wandering up to you and being like, okay, you're my owner now. It's like, or like a cat wandering up to you, or some kind of animal just like finding you and you kind of being like, oh, I guess you live here now, is something that's coming through. And I feel like this took a lot of courage on their end, whether you know this or not. I feel like this pet didn't really trust a whole lot of people before you came around. But because of your energy, I feel like you yourself could be a light worker, a healer. You come across as very like, I want to say like Disney princess, like very open, very loving, very caring. I feel like a lot of animals are drawn to you. And I feel like this pet in particular was drawn to you in the same way. And I feel like it took a lot of courage and trust for them to open up to people again. And I feel like they chose you is something that's coming through. It's like they kind of saw you, or they connected with you, and they said, okay, yeah, this is my human now. Which is beautiful. I love that. We're going to go ahead and get some more messages using the Animal Spirit Oracle, or the Spirit Animal Oracle. Spirit guides of love and light, please connect me to the pet of pile number 2. Can we please get messages from the pet of pile number 2, please? Messages from the pet of pile number 2, please. So I want to see what this card says. Oh, we have the Otter Spirit. You are never alone. 42. And I just saw 13:33 on the clock timer. So if this pet has passed away, they are with you in spirit. And I feel like they're always with you. And they are also coming through as this very like protective energy. It's almost like I feel like this pet would have made a really good like guard animal. Like they are very protective over your energy. And they just want to see you be happy, and they just want to know that you're safe. Because I feel like I was saying in the beginning of their life, they may have been mistreated by humans, and they see you as this very like precious gem that needs to be protected, that needs to be guarded. I feel like also the message is coming through that I feel like because you two are so connected psychically, I feel like if there were ever people in your life that your pet didn't like, it was almost kind of like, one, I feel like it was mirroring your energy. Maybe you had subconscious thoughts about, oh, maybe I shouldn't trust this person. But also it was almost like your pet was kind of trying to warn you, like, I don't think this person is a good person. And so it's like, the energy is coming through that this pet is very protective over you. And so if there were people in your life who had hidden agendas or hidden intentions and weren't looking out for your best and highest good, this pet was not afraid to, I'm seeing like bark at them, or kind of like be like, hey, I don't trust this person. I feel like this pet is coming through as very in touch, very aligned with like their spirit, their higher self. They're very almost like psychic, like I was saying. Like I feel like you could be a light worker as well. You could also be a very psychic person, and I feel like this pet is as well. And this is something that you mirrored to each other. And so I feel like if there were people around you that gave off this very like untrustworthy energy, your pet picked up on it immediately. We're gonna go ahead and get some more cards. Spirit guides of love and light, please connect me to the pet of pile number 2. Can we please get messages? Oh, we have the dog coming through. So this could have definitely been a dog. Be loyal to what you love. I feel like this dog was very loyal to you, or this pet was very loyal to you because they loved you so much. And then we have the seahorse spirit coming through. Watch and wait. Very observant energy. I feel like you knew this though. I feel like you knew that your pet wasn't very active or one to seek out attention, and they had this very like observant energy about them. And so I feel like it's almost like they're coming through as being like appreciative of you not like expecting them to go out and love every single person they meet. They feel very appreciative of you not judging them for what happened in their past. It's like this energy of like you didn't judge them and they didn't judge you. And I feel like you two were probably very connected through the heart chakra as well. Like you just come through as this, like they just have so much love and appreciation for what you did in their life and the person that you were. And they could be passed on, but they are always with you. And if this pet isn't passed on, I feel like they almost just kind of like lurk around in your energy field. Like I'm not seeing them like overtly like look at me, but they're just always there watching. Very protective over you. And it's interesting, I feel like they're coming through as saying like you're the best person in the world. They have a lot of admiration for you as well. And they do truly believe that you are the best person in the world. Like there's nobody better than you. Let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards. Spirit guides of love and light, please connect me to the pet of pile number 2. Can we please get a message from the pet of pile number 2, please? Message from the pet. I feel like this card wants to come out. Okay. So we have the 4 of Summer with the tortoise and the dolphin. So this could have definitely been like an unconventional pet, or maybe it's a turtle, or I'm seeing like amphibian strongly as well. So it could have been the lizard, maybe you had a pet scorpion, a snake, something like this. We also have the energy of dog and cat here as well. But this says your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. It's interesting with this pile because I'm getting the message this could be a pet that you don't have yet as well. With this 4 of Summer here, I feel like this could be a pet who is about to come into your life soon, if you're open to receiving them. But I feel like when the time comes, you will be open to receiving them. Very interesting that that's coming through. It says, be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. I'm getting the message strongly that this pet, there could be another pet coming into your life. And then we also have the Prince of Spring. So at the top it says, passionate, charismatic, confident, restless. And then Dolphin, an opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. A loving or moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. I do feel like this pet really has this like very high admiration for you. I feel like they believe in who you are. They believe in your, they're saying they believe in your power. I think that maybe you could be hard on yourself sometimes, and I feel like this pet really is there to kind of show you and tell you that you are a good person. You've done all these amazing things for me. And it says passionate, charismatic, confident, and restless. And I was kind of getting that image of like a dog sitting. Very regal energy is coming through. I feel like this dog, it's almost like, I'm saying dog, that's coming through, but this could be a cat or something else. But they're coming through as like, I didn't need anybody in my life and I chose you. And it's like they have this very like, I could have been my own owner, but it's like they see you as equals almost, is something that's coming through as well. It's like you're their friend. Very powerful. I feel like they're very smart as well. Very intelligent energy is coming through. I'm specifically getting a black lab that keeps coming through. And it's whenever I see this black lab, he just winks at me. Just like one little wink, like, you're amazing, you've got this. Very encouraging energy is also coming through as well. We have that message of opportunities. So I feel like this pet is they have this very like open energy when it comes to seeing you shine. Like I feel like they get really happy when you achieve something. They get really happy whenever you take leaps in your life to do things for yourself. And they have this very like, if you do know the birthday of this pet, they could be a life path 5 is something that's coming through as well. On the back of the deck, we have the 4 of Autumn. So this says, squirrel, be cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. Consider, for example, whether you are spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus building up walls that keep people out. I feel like this pet, we have 2 fours here. And with 4 coming through, it's like, I feel like this pet is very grateful for the things that you've given them and for the things that you've provided for them physically and emotionally. I feel like you could have given this pet things that they never thought that they would have ever had. Like a home, a bed, a shelter, love, care, attention. They see you as this very like precious gem. And that's something that keeps coming through with this precious time here. And I feel like they really value the time that they get to have with you and the time that they get to spend with you. And I also kind of feel like they may see you as being like a very busy person. You're always on the move, always doing things. And I feel like that message of observant that was right here, I feel like they like pick up on certain cues about you, and they know like when you're feeling sad, they know when you're about to leave the house, they know when you're happy, they know when friends are about to come over. It's like they're very keen. They have this very like watchful eye about you, and they're very protective of your energy. This could be like a really good guard dog. And I'm getting the message, there was like this show that I had seen where it was like people testing whether their dogs would actually like fight back if an intruder came into their house. And some of the people were like, yeah, my dog would fight back, and their dog didn't. And some people were like, yeah, my dog would fight back, and their dog did. I feel like that would be your dog. If there was somebody who was hurting you, or like an intruder came into your house or something, this dog would have your back. This pet would have your back. This pet is very, very protective over your energy. And I feel like it's because it's like you saved them almost. And so it's like they're saying like a life for a life. Like they view your life as very valuable because you viewed their life as valuable and you saved them almost. You could have literally saved them, adopted them, something like this, but they see you as this very like precious gem, and they're always watching you. But yeah, I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated with you. And if you feel called, please subscribe to the channel. If you click that little notification bell down below, you will be notified whenever I upload other pick a card readings like this. And just thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye. Hello, welcome. If you chose pile number 3, you are part of pile number 3. This is the crystal you chose. We are going to get messages from your pets. So, something that was coming through with this group specifically, I feel like this pet could be very old. I feel like, or they could have recently passed, or it's almost, I'm getting the feeling like they're very close to passing. And if you don't resonate with that message, I'm not telling you your animal is about to pass away. I'm saying if you already know, or like you've already been told by like a vet or like a licensed professional that maybe you have like a really old pet, like 15, 16, 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, please take what resonates. If this is the first time you're hearing that message, don't take that message. But if you've been told before that you know your pet is about to pass, I feel like that's something that's coming through. Or this pet could have already passed. They're coming through as being almost like a light being. I'm seeing just like a spirit, if that makes sense. I feel like they're coming through in the form of spirit. And they're coming through as being very happy. And I feel like they had a very fulfilling life. And I feel like they're always with you. I feel like if you do resonate with this pet being passed on, I feel like they could come to you in dreams. Or you could maybe see something that reminds you of them. And that's them like coming through saying hello. I feel like this group, more so than the others, this pet could be passed on. Very connected to spirit. I'm also getting something, this could only resonate for a few of you. If you know somebody who's passed on and they had a pet who passed on, that pet is with them, is something that's coming through. Let's go ahead and look at your cards and see what you got for the energy of the pet. So we have Bat, all about rebirth. I'm getting a very specific message. If you do resonate with having a pet who's passed on, and you have a current pet, or you're thinking about adopting a current pet, I feel like this could be that pet reincarnated, is something that's coming through. Because the bat is all about rebirth, transformation, and I'm getting specifically, if you resonate with the message of the pet being passed on, it's like they have been reborn. They have been transformed into a new pet. And this is still them. If that resonates with you, let's see what else we have. Black Moon, Lilith, and Saturn. So Saturn is the god of time. And if your pet is still alive, and they are really, really old, I feel like they're very grateful for the time that they've had to spend with you. And they're very grateful for the life that they've lived. If you resonate with this pet being older, I feel like they've had a lot of happy times with you. And I feel like they've been through a lot with you. I'm seeing specifically this could have been like a pet that you've had since you were young. Or maybe this was like a family pet or something like this. And they've been in your life for a really long time. I feel like they love you so much. And I just see them just like wagging their tail. If this is a dog, or if this is a cat, just them just like almost like flicking their tail or like kneading you know? I feel like when you're around, they like, I'm just seeing them like slowly walk up to you. They have so much love and admiration for you. They trust you. They have seen you through your darkest times. And they see you as this like angel almost. And I feel like you see them as this angel as well. It's like mirroring is happening with the both of you. You see each other as almost like earth angels. And if this pet is passed on, I feel like they do connect with you from the other side. With this Black Moon Lilith card here. I feel like they come to you in dreams. I feel like you could maybe see a pet that reminds you of them. And this is them coming through being like, hey, I'm still here. I'm watching over you. And I do feel like if you resonate with the message of this pet passing on, that they will be with you for the rest of your life. I don't see them leaving your energy field anytime soon. I feel like they're almost like a guardian in the spirit realm. I feel like this pet is coming through as like a spirit guide as well. A spirit guide of yours that watches over you. That helps guide you as well. And they're also saying they help you when you're feeling lost. I feel like they are a spirit guide for you. That's something that's coming through strong. And I was also getting the message of a turtle as well. Maybe you have a really old pet turtle. That's coming through as well. Or like a tortoise or something. Yeah, I feel like that's the energy that's coming through for your pet. Saturn. If you do know like the birthday of this pet, they could be a Capricorn or an Aquarius as well. That's something that's also here. And I'm also seeing specifically they could maybe come through and showing you signs of rainbows. If you see rainbows, this could mean that they're around you or that they're watching over you. If you do resonate with this pet passing, I feel like they're coming through as like they had so much love for you. And I'm getting really emotional. It's almost like when they passed, they were worried about you more so than they were about themselves. And they really just, if you resonate with them passing, they just want to come through and let you know that they're okay. And that they are doing so much better than they were if they were sick or something like this. Or they had like a physical ailment in life. They no longer have those ailments in spirit, and they are completely healthy. That's something that's coming through. We're going to go ahead and get some messages. Whew. Very intense pile. Let's see. Spirit guides of love and light, please connect me to the pet of pile number 3. And when I see your pet, they're coming through as having like angel wings. And so I feel like this message of like ascension is strong with this group. Can we please get some messages from the pet of pile number 3? Something about movies is here. So maybe you used to watch movies with them and they really enjoyed this time. Or maybe they're named after like a dog in a movie or something like this, or a dog in a show or something. I'm also getting the message, if this pet is still here, I feel like they love watching TV. They love watching movies, and I'm seeing like them actually like watching it. You know, like they're just staring at the TV like, oh, this is what my human does. They watch TV, so I watch TV. They're almost coming through as like, I feel like they see themselves as like an extension of you. I feel like they see themselves as almost like a human as well. Like I feel like they want to do the things that you do because they see themselves like, oh, I'm a human too. Or maybe like I'm also seeing like maybe if they are still here or when they were here, they could have like slept like a human, like with their head on the pillow and like their body on the bed with like a blanket over them or something. That's something that's coming through as well. Can we please get some messages from the pet of pile number 3, please? Spirit guides of love and light. Can we please get some messages from the pet? Okay. So we have hidden depths and tree wisdom. The tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. I just saw 11:13 on the clock, so maybe November is a significant time, or was a significant time. Or the 11th of a month is also coming through. And with this message of tree wisdom, I feel like if this pet passed on and there was maybe like a tree planted in its honor, or a tree planted over its grave, or maybe some kind of plant or something, I feel like they're coming through to acknowledge this. Or maybe there was like, if they are still here, there's something about trees. I feel like they're very connected to nature. I feel like you are very connected to nature as well, and this is something they see you do. And so they're like, oh, my human enjoys sitting next to the trees. I do as well. But the message of tree and like planting a tree in their memory or something is coming through strong. And then we have hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. I feel like if this pet is passed on, the message of memories is coming through. I feel like they're saying they live on through your memories, through the memories that you have of them. But I feel like you can really like connect with them and communicate with them from the other side if you do resonate with them being passed. It says, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. I feel like they could maybe come to you through certain memories that you have of them, and you just all of a sudden remember something that they used to do. I feel like this is them coming through and wanting to connect with you and reach out with you. And if you resonate with this pet still being here, I feel like you too, they're coming through as wanting you to remember the memories. I feel like they have a lot of good memories of you, and they think about them often. And they think about all the things that you've done, all the places that you've been together, the things you've taken them out to do. I'm seeing specifically car rides, or like taking trips to like a lake or a river, or taking like walks or something like this is coming through. They have like very fond memories of you. Very, very fond memories of the things that you've done, the things that you did together. We're going to go ahead and pull some more oracle cards. I feel like they're also coming through as they could have been maybe like an emotional support pet or something like this. I feel like they want you to care for yourself. They want you to take care of yourself. Especially if you resonate with this pet passing and maybe you're grieving them or something like this. They're coming through as really wanting you to take care of yourself. Drink more water, make sure you're bathing, make sure you're eating, things like this. They almost come through as like like I was saying, a spirit guide, but it's almost like they viewed you as like their pet, if that makes sense. Like I'm seeing, you know, in 101 Dalmatians, how the pets in that show, they refer to their owners as pets. And they're like, oh, I gotta take my pet out for a walk because he's been playing the piano for too long, you know, Pongo and Roger in the beginning of that movie. It's like they come through as that. It's like they are like, okay, let's go for a walk now for your mental health. Okay, you need to drink some water. Let's go over here. Or hey, you haven't been outside in a while. Let's go outside. It's like they come through as like your caretaker almost. And I'm also seeing the dog from Peter Pan, I think, and they call her Nana, I think, and she's at the beginning of the movie and she's like their nurse. She's like their nanny, but she's a pet. She's a dog. It's like your pet has this energy where they like care about you and they care for you, and they almost have this like very mother nurture energy over you. Let's see. Spirit guides of love and light, please connect me to the pet of pile number 3. Can we please get some messages for pile number 3? Oh, we have the dog spirit that came out. I feel like taking these. And then on the back of the deck we have the badger. Be fearless and bold. And we had the dog come out for another group as well, but this could be a dog. We also have spider here, so this could be a pet spider or something like this. We did have turtle that came through as well. Make your dreams real. They have this, I feel like they really want to see you shine. They're coming through as like a very like proud parent, if that makes sense. Like they're coming through as like, I know you have it in you to do the things you want. I know that you can be this amazing person that I've seen you be. And they're almost coming through as like a motivational speaker of some sort. Like they're coming through as like, you can do this, you've got this. Very encouraging. I feel like if you do resonate with them being past, they could come to you whenever you're feeling really down. And almost like they're like encouraging you, like you've got this, you can do this. And they did love you a lot if you resonate with them passing. If they're still here, they care about you a lot. And I'm seeing them like almost like come to you, like if you go through periods of being like sad, they almost like come to you and like lick you or knead on you or like love on you to like cheer you up. I feel like they're very good at cheering you up is something that's coming through. And then it's like almost like their purpose is what they're saying. Like, I am here to make you happy. I am here to lift you up. I am here to love on you and show you that I care. Very powerful. And then look, on the back of the deck we have you are never alone. So if you do resonate with them being past, they are always with you. Always with you. And I feel like they were almost like a earth angel, and they were very protective over you in the physical, but when they passed over, it's like they became a spirit guide for you. Very, very connected to you on a soul level is something that's coming through as well. We're going to go ahead and get some tarot cards, and I'm actually going to move this over here where we have a little bit more room. Move this one, these down a little bit. We'll move your crystal up. Okay, let me get some tarot cards for you. Spirit guides of love and light, please connect me to the pet of pile number 3. And you know what I'm also getting? That I think it's called Cats versus Dogs, something like that. It's basically a movie about cats and dogs and how they're like spies and stuff like this. I feel like, or like Perry the Platypus is also coming through, how he was like a international spy. It's like, I feel like your pet could have had like secret lives, or like they could be doing things and then you're all of a sudden like, where's Perry? You know, and they're just out there like living their best life, like going on missions, going on adventures, saving the world. It's like they have this very like hero, like they're coming through as like a hero almost. Very, very powerful pet. They're very like, I feel like if you resonate with being a light worker, I feel like your pet is a light worker. I feel like your pet, if they are no longer here, was a light worker. Can we please get some messages from the pet of pile number 3, please? One more card, please. I feel like it's this one. Okay. So we have 4 that came through. We have the 10 of Summer. It's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family of close friends. Congratulations may be in order on a happy, fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy, balanced children. And with this chosen family here, I feel like this pet really is coming through as like a member of the family. I feel like they saw themselves as a human, and they really did believe that they were a part of the family. They weren't a pet. They weren't separate from you. They were a part of you. They were a part of your family. And that's something that they want to bring through. We also have Shepard puppy. So maybe they were a Shepard, an Australian Shepard. Border Collie is also coming through. But this is the Dreamer. You are starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith. I feel like if you resonate with this pet passing, again, it's like I feel like they could be encouraging you to maybe go out there and adopt a new pet. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you feel like you're still grieving this loss and you don't feel like you have room for another pet, definitely don't do something because I'm telling you, you know, always trust your intuition. But that's something that's coming through. I feel like they really want you to get out there again and really like welcome another pet into the family. And I feel like that message of rebirth is coming through. This could be them reincarnated, is something that was coming through with the Dreamer. And it's interesting that we have this like angel in the background here. I feel like this pet really is your spirit guide if they are passed and they are no longer here. And then we have the 7 of Spring, so the 7 of Wands. Be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone else take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. I feel like this is like direct message from your pet. They really do believe in you, and we have make your dreams real. Be fearless and bold. They want to see you conquer the world. And I feel like they have this like very like mothering energy where they know like that you have the capabilities to be the best person that you can be. And they really believe in you, and they want you to believe in you, is something that's also coming through. And this says, trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. And that's the thing is like, I feel like they are coming through as like a spirit guide, you know, and spirit guides don't ever tell us what to do or tell us that we should be doing these things, you know. Their like number one advice is always trust your intuition. You have the answers you need. And that's something that they're really saying is here is like, trust that you know what you're doing. And then we have the 3 of Winter. So this is the 3 of Swords. Sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through the emotions, you'll be stronger than before. I feel like with this card coming through, it's like if you do resonate with this pet being passed, they really do want you to go through the phases of grief, and they just want you to really feel your emotions, and they could be around you. This could be them around you. I feel like they could send you signs, synchronicities, symbols, whether that's like you hear their name a bunch or you see things that remind you of them. But this could also be them encouraging you to lean on the people that are in your life if they are no longer here with you. And they're saying they'll always be with you. You had never alone. You are never alone come up with the otter spirit. So they are always with you. And they're saying they live on in the memories that you have of them. But I feel like that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. Please comment down below and let me know if this resonated. And if you feel called, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And if you would like to be notified, updated whenever I release new pick a card readings, just hit the little bell down below and you'll get a notification whenever I do pick a card readings like this one. And thank you so much for watching again. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye!